Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. Very good afternoon to you wherever you are on the globe, especially on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, or right here in Southeast Asia. Dear friends, today, this very afternoon, it is a very hot afternoon to you, I know. I understand, the weather is quite hot. Yes, but we need to still talk about our football. Football, what gives us joy? Most of us, the only thing that gives us joy in the entertainment world is football. And that is why someone like me, I don't joke with it. I take my football seriously. Whenever I'm doing my study, I'm doing my research to come on air, look, I am always serious. And believe me, this job, I am more than serious to take it to the next level. That I'll be able to deliver to you exclusives. And that is why I'm here this very afternoon. Dear friend, this hour, I'm taking you through a journey on Cole Palmer. I'll be taking you through that journey on Cole Palmer. We will spend at least 5-6 minutes on Cole Palmer this afternoon, dear friends. You see, talking about Cole Palmer, he's a player that when you take a critical look at him and his performances of late, I mean from last season at Chelsea, if he didn't come through Manchester City, if he wasn't a Manchester City player from last season or from years before, if he wasn't a player that came through Man City Academy, if he was a player playing in La Liga or Italian League or any other place, he would have been a player City would be interested in. Listen to me carefully, if Cole Palmer wasn't a player from Man City Academy, let's just say he is a player from another league, Italian league, the Spanish league, the German league, or whatever, Man City would have been interested in him by now, because he's just the kind of player that Pep Guardiola likes. Oh yes, his performances of late, it's not as if he was on form last season and that is why he performed. The kind of talent Cole Palmer has within him. Listen, if you study Cole Palmer carefully, he doesn't struggle with the ball, you know that. He doesn't struggle to think on what to do with the ball. He's the kind of player that any moment, anytime he receives the ball, he is prepared, always ready and prepared, and knows exactly what to do with the ball. I have heard over the weekend, many people, or over the past 3 days or so, many talking about Eden Hazard, comparing him to Eden Hazard. Believe me, I will not compare him to Eden Hazard. Hazard is a different class of player altogether. Hazard can take 3-4, defenders on, even midfielders on, bypass the midfielders, take on defenders, bypass the midfielders and score. Cole Palmer, within 2-3 players, he can still give a great pass or can still score in the midst of it. But Hazard can run with the ball, still dribbling along the line. Cole Palmer doesn't dribble that way. So there are two different kinds of players. And trust me, what Hazard can do with the ball, I believe, let me just say it this way. Maybe with time, Cole Palmer will get there. But right now, people should stop putting that comparison. Stop it. Unless you don't know Palmer, unless you don't know Eden Hazard. If you watch Hazard throughout his career in Chelsea, then put a stop to the comparison for now. Dear friends, what I'm saying is that if Cole Palmer hasn't come from Man City or through Man City Academy, Pep Guardiola and Man City would have been interested in buying him right now. Yeah, they would. It is strange. It is actually strange that Pep Guardiola, Pep, and Manchester City, they just let him go. But maybe, I'm on the view also, maybe Pep was just not willing to build a team around him, as the number 10, because they have other options. Maybe that is because he was not willing to center the team around him like Enzo Maresca is doing right now. And it's not just Enzo Maresca, even Pochettino. Man City and Pep, by now, they'll be thinking, have we made a mistake? They'll be thinking, have we made a mistake by letting the player of this caliber go? You see, the player was interviewed, Cole Palmer was interviewed, and he made very clear why he left. He was given options by Pep Guardiola. He spoke to Pep, and Pep says, we want you to go on loan. You either go on loan and come back, or we will sell you. Since you want to play, you want to have minutes. If you are here with us, you can only be a fringe player, maybe as a substitute in games, but you want playing time. So, well, we will send you on loan, or you stay with us and be a fringe player. These were the options Pep Guardiola presented to Cole Palmer. You stay with us to be a fringe player, you be coming on as a substitute, or you go on a loan. These two things, if you don't accept any of these two, then we'll have to sell you. And he took the third option. He took the third option, and Chelsea came calling. Chelsea came calling. It was a risk the player took, you know. It was a very big risk the player took. Because at the time that he was accepting to come to Chelsea, he never knew his fate. He could not tell his fate. So it was a very big risk. He could have come to Chelsea and still have a first team football or anything. But he came to Chelsea and he became the center of attraction. He flourished from the very moment. Don't forget, Cole Palmer came in after our preseason in the US under Pochettino. He never had a preseason with the squad. He did not. In US, he did not have a preseason with the entire squad in the US. As a matter of fact, he came in at the time that Christopher Nkunku got injured. In preseason, I remember vividly, the partnership was between Christopher Nkunku and Nicolas Jackson in preseason US. That was when we realized that, oh, these two guys, Christopher Nkunku and Nicolas Jackson, their partnership up front could be dangerous, going forward. Then we also saw Andrew Santos in our midfield in US last season. That was Pochettino's preseason in US. Cole Palmer wasn't around there. It was when we came back and Chelsea wanted to buy Mohamed Kudus. But that deal could not go through. That was when Joe Shield went in for Cole Palmer. And it was a risk. For me, it was a risk for the player even to accept to come to Chelsea. But I believe that right now, Manchester City, they should be regretting it. Oh yes. Most goal involvement, as we were being told by Sky Sports yesterday. Yesterday, it came in the news, according to Sky Sports, most goals involvement in the league. Most goals involvement in the Premier League. Cole Palmer. He was involved in most goals. He scored 28 goals. Assisted in 15. Total 43. In the whole of Europe, apart from Harry Kane, Cole Palmer was the most influential when it comes to goals involvement. But in the Premier League, even more than Haaland. Haaland scored more goals, 34. But assisted only 5. Cole Palmer had 28 goals, but gave 15 assists, making him the highest, total 43, making him the highest in the Premier League. Most goal involvement. That is the player we are talking about here. Players like Kylian Mbappe, they are far beneath. Mohamed Salah, they are far beneath. Oli Watkins, Robert Lewandowski, they are all below Cole Palmer. That is the player we are talking about here. Cole Palmer currently is out of this world. Oh yes, I chose to dedicate this very time to Cole Palmer because the argument on X and on YouTube and on social media, some of the arguments, you'll be surprised that just the season just started and he scored 4 goals, and therefore right now it is all about Cole Palmer. I personally believe that in the coming weeks, the coming months, this season, it is a season for Cole Palmer and Nicolas Jackson. Let me show you something again. You see, Chelsea already have 3 players that have scored hat-tricks this season. Chelsea already have 3 players that have already scored hat-tricks this season. Oh yes. And those are the players you can see on your screen there. Including Cole Palmer, Noni. Yes. They are the players on your screen there right now. We already have 3 players that have scored hat-trick this season. Now, among these 3, you can actually see another picture on your screen right now that involves Sancho, Jackson, Cole Palmer, and Noni Madueke. This front 4 in a first team. Yeah, this is the first team. We have the first team, we have the second team. This front 4 in the first team, they all gave 3 assists each as well, in exception of Noni Madueke. Madueke is the only one among our starting forwards yet to register an assist in the Premier League this season. And none of the other 3 has less than 3 assists. Even though Noni Madueke scored a hat-trick, Noni Madueke is yet to register an assist in the Premier League. Though he had a hat-trick on his name, but he is yet to register an assist in the Premier League. And this is where I want to pause a little. As we all know, and we've been saying it week in, week out, we thought someone like me, I felt Noni Madueke actually has improved this season. His working rate, I mean, his final delivery, especially final delivery in the final third, great improvement. But Noni Madueke is still not giving assist as it should be, as a winger should be given. A winger's basic duty is to cross the ball in for the striker to score the goal. It is only when you have a clear-cut chance that you can shoot. But when you see your fellow teammates, 2-3 fellow teammates in a better position to score, and from your angle as a winger, you don't try to shoot, you don't try to score. Otherwise, Noni Madueke would have been, having more assists than any of these players that I've shown you. Noni should have more assists in this setup than any other player. But, well, I don't want to be harsh to use the word selfishness. Maybe when he's holding the ball, it doesn't look. And that is where Noni Madueke needs to improve. If he wants to have great record going forward, goal scoring plus assist, which is very important, goal scoring and assist, it has to go hand in hand. Cole Palmer and Jackson, that is what they have been doing. They score and they assist. If he can complement this assist, it's very important. It is what it is, dear friends. Yeah, our attacking 4. Sancho gave 3 assists. Jackson had over 3 assists, I think so. Cole Palmer, likewise, is in a section of Noni Madueke. He needs to be talked to, maybe by our coach. Yeah. You see, I am right. He's a pundit on And right, we all know him. He's a pundit. And in one of the discussions, let me quote him. And right, he says something. He said, what is good about Chelsea moving in the right direction right now is that no one is taking any notice because everybody is preoccupied with City and Arsenal. Is it true? Is it true that nobody is talking so much about our progress because people are preoccupied talking about Arsenal and Man City more? Is that why nobody is taking notice of Chelsea's progress this season? Or is it that Chelsea pundits are not talking enough about Chelsea Football Club? Do we have Chelsea pundits at all? Anyway, that is why some of us we are here. Yeah. But it will take time for some of us, our voices to be heard far away. We are still trying though. You see, it is a very good point he's making. And guess what? It's helping us. It takes away the pressure from us. We are working underground, privately, secretly, but we are delivering on the pitch. When people thought, oh, Chelsea is not yet ready. Oh, against Brighton, Brighton plays a high line. And Chelsea will not be able to break the high line down of Brighton. Then we made Brighton look like unprepared coming into the game. When people thought, oh, West Ham will be very tough. Oh, with Mohamed Kudus, this, that. We made West Ham seems like they were unprepared before coming to the game. Now, people are now beginning to say, oh, these teams were unprepared. Oh, they didn't turn up on a day. It is Chelsea that made them look the way they looked. I like what Ian Wright said. What is good about Chelsea moving in the right direction is that no one is taking any notice because everybody is preoccupied with City and Arsenal. Dear friends, before I run up, it is a hot afternoon, quickly. Some breaking news. Antoine Griezmann, the French international. Antoine Griezmann, that Chelsea wanted badly over the years. Yes, he's a striker. He is a striker. Antoine Griezmann in the La Liga. He's a striker. I think he's still with Atletico Madrid, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Retires from international football. He won't play for French national team anymore. Yeah, decision made and confirmed according to Fabrizio Romano. And I quote, I close this wonderful chapter of my life. Thanks for all the memories, Griezmann says. All right, that is a quote from Antoine Griezmann. Retiring from international football means he will continue with his club football, but playing for his national team, he has hung the boots. Dear friends, on that note, quickly, let me just give some shout out before I let you guys go. It is a great afternoon, and I will not take much of your time. Yeah, let me just give you guys some big shout out. This one, say Happy New Month to you. Dear friends, yes. Happy Independence Day to you guys in Nigeria. It is Nigeria Independence Day. Look, I totally forgot. Guys, forgive me. My guys in Nigeria, my brothers, pardon me. That should have been the first on this platform today. But I totally forgot it. I am sorry. Big shout out to you all Nigerians. It is a big day, yes. Independence Day celebration in Nigeria. I wish you guys all very great celebration. Happy Independence Day to all my Nigerian brothers out there. Yes, and Happy New Month to you guys too as well. The first one says, Happy New Month to you. Please, a shout out to Nigeria today because of its Independence Day today. Happy Independence Day to my Nigerian people. Thanks for your regular update. Big shout out to you. Coming from Patrick Oluwanke. Big shout out to you and happy Independence Day to you guys all out there in Nigeria. Kole Wisdom says, I pray for United so that Ten Hag stays. Wisdom from Ghana. Big shout out to you. Wisdom from Ghana. The next one says, Happy New Month to you, sir. Ma Daniel Achu. More grace. More gracia. All right, more gracia to you also. Big shout out to you, Daniel Achu. The next one say, wow. Thanks so much for the updates always and every time. Odunayo from Nigeria. Big shout out to you, Odunayo from Nigeria. The next one say, happy new month, brother, coming from Ibrahim Shola. Say, good morning. Happy new month to you too, Ibrahim Shola, my brother in Nigeria. Happy new month to you, Ibrahim Shola. Big shout out to you as well. Sadiq Adeleke Sadiq say, happy new month, Mr. Selon. Big shout out to you, my man, Sadiq Adeleke Sadiq. Happy new month to you and big shout out to you as well. David Wonderson say, happy new month, Mr. Selon. More strength and voice so that you can continue to give us update. Big shout out to you, David, I believe from GH. Yeah, from GH, that's Ghana. Happy new month to you as well. Big shout out to you guys all out there. The last two, Palmer is the best. Palmer is the best. Indeed, Palmer is the best. Coming from Nanti Bako, watching from Jos, Nigeria. Nanti Bako from Jos, Nigeria. Big shout out to you out there. The last one, but not the least, is said Chelsea is doing well. I love that, but Cole Palmer is the best player right now in the Premier League and in the world. Big shout out to you. The name is what? Chinedu. Chinedu, big shout out to you and have a great Independence Day celebration. All my Nigerian brothers out there. I'll see you guys all in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.